Good morning. So it is a new week and I've got 2 weeks left of my current squat progression program. And yay. I'm happy with the progress. I'm happy with how the squat's feeling. More than anything, I think I'm more confident about how I'm approaching the squat. Like my goal was 150 for 5. I don't know if that's realistically possible, and I'm absolutely okay with that because I feel like even though I might not hit the goal in the next week and a half, I have still progressed in terms of the form, in terms of my back positioning, in terms of confidence in the bottom of the hole and driving out of the hole. So I think that was a bigger win than necessarily getting to a specific weight in the 6-week program. But that's okay. I wanted to actually discuss something that's kind of been on my mind because a lot of people kind of ask, what is the best way to get big legs? And I think that is such a huge variable when it comes to genetics in terms of who you are, in terms of there's so many different variables and there is no one answer. I can't say to you, do this and you're going to get results. And unfortunately, it also doesn't come down to, you can trial or test out a training program for 2 weeks and you'll know it works for you. Bodybuilding and muscle building takes time. And when I say time, I mean you're investing months and years into building that foundation, and you won't find out overnight. You won't find out in a week. You won't find out in a month. You've got to give it time. What I can say is from my personal experience and my personal observations, there are genetic anomalies. You look at Dorian Yates, who trained for 40 minutes, all out intensity, four to 5 days a week, and he grew monstrous amount of muscle mass. And you can't deny, you can't say, you need to train for long or you need to do this, when someone like Dorian Yates was able to put on the sheer volume of muscle mass he did, training 40 minutes all out intensity. The problem is I don't think a lot of people know what that all out intensity is, one. And I don't think a lot of people actually have that genetic predisposition to put on that amount of muscle mass. He is one of the few mass monsters, so you can't really say, do a Dorian Yates style training program and you're going to look like fucking Dorian Yates, because Dorian Yates is the one and only, so could you train once a week and get phenomenal results? Yes, but are you giving an all out intensity? He is one in a million. For me, Tom Platz is a great example of legs. And Tom Platz, he's a bodybuilder who actually learned from Olympic weightlifting. And Olympic weightlifters, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, have the best legs. 100% they have the best legs. And some people may say yeah, but they don't have much of an upper body, therefore their legs look bigger. And yes, to a degree, their legs look monstrous because they don't have as big an upper body, but there are exceptions. Lesbian Paradis and Liu Xiaojing and Shi Ziyong also have phenomenal upper bodies. So I don't think, that is something you can say. And also, Olympic weightlifters, okay, they squat 5-6 days a week. So they are doing the complete opposite to Dorian Yates, in which they are training their legs every single day. And it's not just one person, it's all, or at least 90% of Olympic weightlifters have these monstrous fucking legs. And that's proof that both sides of the coin work. In fact, it's kind of more slanted towards squatting more often, more frequently to get results. And you also have to look at the wellness division these days with the women. The women are training legs every other fucking day. You've got women training only legs, and they've got these fucking beefy ass fucking legs, and they're training their legs multiple times a week. So again, you can say without a shadow of a doubt, I think there's like a thingy at the top. Oh, that's been there. Right. You get back. Yeah. We can then therefore argue that you could, in theory, train legs multiple times a week and get results. Now, and then we have to say, okay, but what kind of training methodology are you implementing? You know, do you do a split? What do you do? In my opinion, I like to train legs 2 to 3 times a week, and I will often split squats into one session and hamstrings into another session, and then a combination of both, or do a little bit of an accessory kind of thing. But what I will say is one squat. And again, that is not necessary. You know, there are some huge ass motherfucking bodybuilders who never squat. But I feel like squats, if done correctly, again, you have to look at Olympic weightlifters, get the best results. The problem is most people don't squat to depth. They're doing little partials, which don't engage many muscle fibers, and they're trying to go as heavy as possible rather than focusing on range of motion. And if size is your primary fucking goal, it doesn't matter how much you've got on the fucking bar. It matters how you're fucking lifting it, okay? So strip back the weight, get depth, film it to make sure you're actually hitting depth, and be critical, okay? If you're hitting like here and you've got 120 kilograms in the bar, but if you've got an empty bar and you can get to there, then you know it's not your mobility that's the issue. It's how much weight you've got in the fucking bar that's the issue. So you need to be humble enough to drop the weight and get full range of motion. Okay, because you're a bodybuilder, or if you're going for size, it doesn't matter how much is on the bar. Yes, it's nice to say, oh, I can squat 200 kilograms, but if your range of motion is this fucking big, so what? You're not getting anything out of it. You know, your ego might be getting bigger, but your legs aren't. So strip the weights and focus on range of motion. And that's what I'm doing. I'm focusing on range of motion because look at Olympic weightlifters again. They have the best legs in the fucking world, and they get squats like their ass sometimes, you know, is like that far off the ground, and they have the biggest legs in the industry, in the world, Olympic weightlifters. And don't confuse weightlifting, because people think weightlifting is the same as just training. Olympic weightlifting is a sport. Okay, so look up, just Google. I'll put up some pictures, what Olympic weightlifters' legs look like. And then I'll show you, I'll even put up some pictures of how big their fucking legs are, okay? So, strip the weight, squat to depth, and focus on range of motion, because if your goal is big ass fucking legs, you need to make sure you're getting full range of motion, and it doesn't matter how much you're lifting so much as how you lift it. That was a really long intro. I hope you gleaned some information. It was my preaching for a Monday morning. Now I'm going to try squatting. Right, so I have done 4 sets of 5 reps, because I'm doing 5 sets of 5 on 110. This is 112, so I haven't touched this weight. So this is the first time I'm touching 112 kilos. So I am scared shitless. Maybe that's why I had such a long spiel, because I'm scared of lifting this. Oh, okay. 5 reps. 5 reps. Oh, okay. Positive, positive. Yeah. Yep. Listen, that felt good. Yay. Okay. So I'm going to end off there. Oh, okay. So I'm fucking happy with that. That felt really good. That's the heaviest I've gone. I'm still sitting at 62 kilograms, which I think is like 144 pounds. And my calories are between 2 and 2,000 and 2,500. My protein is currently sitting at about 1.1 pounds of protein per 1.1 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Okay, so that's like roughly 180. Yeah, but I'm fucking happy with that squat session. Yeah, so just remember, okay, don't worry about how much you're lifting so much as how you're lifting it. Form is so important, especially whether it's strength, okay, or whether it's growth. If you can get below parallel, you're engaging so many more muscle fibers, and you know, thickness and density comes from not just your quads, but your hamstrings. And if you, obviously, you know, like, yes, if you just want to grow a booty, you're going to hip thrust, okay? But if you can get full range of motion, and that's why I like to squat, because with something like a leg press, your leg can only go so far because it's going to encounter your chest. Yes, you can go on the either side of your body and get lower depth. But the problem is so many machines these days have high safeties. So you can't even get that last little inch or two, which will make all the difference. You know, it allows you to get such bigger range of motion. So you could like Jimmy a Smith machine to do a leg press and things like that. But, you know, the reason that most people don't squat is because it's a scary movement. So fucking do it, you know, because, wow, that was a weird, like, squeaky way I said that. But yeah, just make sure you squat and squat to depth and get full range of motion. Because if you want big ass fucking legs like a weightlifter, an Olympic weightlifter, because that's what I want. I want, you know, Tom Platt's legs. And Tom Platt's learned from Olympic weightlifters. So look at Olympic weightlifters and you're going to get some big ass fucking legs. I mean, like, let's grow some legs, baby. So we're going to grow these things. We want big ass fucking quads. Oh, I wanted to show you. Oh, I've got such a rash on that side. Let's see. I don't know if you'll see the glute striations. Do you see glute striations? Like, check it out. I'm fucking happy with that. I know that's like kind of rude, like lifting up my... That's striations. Yay! Anyway, okay. Let me put my face back in. So, Monday is off to an epic start. I hit 112. I'm fucking happy with that. I hope you enjoyed my spiel. Let me know if you want more. And I'm gonna hit some dips, and some calisthenics. And if you want some information or a training program on my calisthenics, let me know. I hope you have an amazing day, morning, evening. Remember your work. Remember to set some goals for 2024 and let's smash them together. And more than anything, make sure you hit depth, because depth is important, motherfuckers. Functional, and I actually want to steal Seth Feroshi's motto. Functional and fuckable, baby. Let's be functional and fuckable. Let's go, motherfuckers.